I took my time, spoke to all the relevant people, took a step back, looked at my own personal position, looked at what's the best for my family and what's the best for Munster Rugby, and I made a decision, and I'm moving on at the end of the season. It's a club that I've loved. I've enjoyed every single moment here. I've had a great time at Munster Rugby. Unfortunately, this is not the end. Still 7 months left till we get to June, and then move on to a next challenge, and looking forward to that as well. I've got excellent people around me, a great staff, part of a brilliant club and fantastic players. We've been communicating the last 3 weeks. It's been an incredible 3 weeks since that Thursday night in Pretoria before we played the Bulls. It's still not over. We've still got some of our staff and players in isolation as we currently stand. Some of our have only just returned back to the HPC. Some guys are back in today. Some guys will be back in tomorrow. Some on Friday. We've had a fascinating, phenomenal win away from home in Europe, and we've got to give credit where credit's due for that. What we've achieved as a group, and take it day by day, and then on to the next one, and really looking forward to playing in front of our home crowd at Thomond Park on Saturday evening. Yeah, it's a phenomenal team effort. Everybody at Munster Rugby, development officers, coaches, parents. Special photo there of Ethan Coughlin and Pete and Connor. We referenced that in the team, that something that was a dream a while ago became reality now. So much behind the scenes work from coaches. Great credit to Kazi for the way that he was a man on the ground. I'm not going to disclose which staff weren't there, but people really needed to step up, and so they did. So for us as a club, it was an incredibly proud day in our history, and some of the scenes afterwards. It's something that our community. I've said it many times. Our community are so important to us, and it was brilliant to see, and that will certainly kick us on into the future. It's about being consistent, doing the same thing every week. We reviewed the game, some excellent stuff out of the game. Some stuff that we want to improve on as a group, and then we as a group move forward. Short turnaround, a big mix of players that haven't played 80 minutes for a very long time. Some youngsters that have played at that level had some very sore bodies. Like I said, some guys still trickling into the HPC, guys that haven't played rugby now for almost 9 weeks. A big balance, but we're certainly going to use. We call it a reference point of what happened on Sunday for the rest of the season. We also spoke about another big moment was the Scarlets away win, which was also a big moment in our season. So hopefully as the season progresses, every season's got ebb and flows. You'll go up and you'll go down, but hopefully with our performances over the coming weeks, it will put us in a position to perform at the back end of the season. Some will become available. It's one of those training teams that we put out that's to be confirmed, because some guys might only train today for the first time. You might want to pick them, but you must see how their bodies recover after the session. How are they 48 hours after completion of training? Obviously it's a short week, so we've got a few more lads available. Unfortunately, still a large part of our players won't be available, but we're going to pick a team that we believe can compete and beat Castres at home. A total different challenge that we faced in terms of Wasps. Massive forward dominated performance will be needed to win this one. They are big, they are powerful, and they've got some fantastic backs in terms of broken field. So massive challenge for us on Saturday evening.
Definitely up there as one of the best games I've been involved with in Europe. Just obviously considering the circumstances involved. 12 new lads making their caps. 14 Heineken Cup debuts, and to get the win and a bonus point was pretty special for everyone. Everyone has to do what's best for them in life, business-wise, family-wise. Johann's obviously made this decision, and he feels it's best for him, and you back him on that. He was very honest and forthcoming with the players. He addressed us inside here in the HPC. We were obviously deflated and a bit down. You hear that by anyone. It's an emotional time for anyone to announce news like that, whether it be a player, coach. I've seen it over the years. Lads have to give them speeches, and they're one of the hardest speeches to give. But again, you have to do what's best for yourself, and we respect that. He was very honest. Look, it's what way you look at it. You can look at it as frustration, or you can look at it as positive. I've got to learn so many different things from different coaches over the years. I started off here and I was in the academy with Dumper, Tony McGann, and then you've Rob Penny. He brought a totally different culture in here, and we'd Axel, Razzie, Johann. The list goes on, of coaches they brought in with them as well in terms of their background staff, and you just learn so much off all of them. And I think if you have the negative attitude of it's disruptive and it's changed, that's professional sport. The players change, the coaches change. There's very few teams that have the same players or coaches for a long, long time in professional rugby. And I think that the more you absorb from these people, they don't get to the top of their field for no reason. It takes a lot of good characteristics and good principles to be a head coach in an organisation like this, and for the players to learn. I think that's the best thing you can do. You learn off these types of people, these coaches, because they've obviously had to do a lot to get to those roles. So I've been very fortunate, I would consider it. I've played them a couple of times now, and every game, as you said, has been a lot of niggling it. They're a physical side, big set piece, good scrum, maul, they're 9 Cockett, likes to get under fella's skin. So they're going to be a good side. I think I saw Munster played them the most in the Heineken Cup. So we've a bit of history with them. So it's going to be a big one Saturday. Having fans back as well, I think. We haven't had a packed Heineken Cup game in Thomond Park in so long now. That'll be another great lift for the city.